from the trenches, I'm just trying to feel love. Cause my daddy left when I was younger and for me out. But my mama had
What's good, y'all? Welcome to the Gintv podcast. As always, your boy EAZY.
And A1DasauceGod.
Today we are short remember once again, but we always have a special guest in the building today. Today we got the bunny in the building.
Thank you for having me.
No,
Thank you for coming
on.
Of course.
I feel like you were so hesitant on making like your own little intro.
Nah, yeah, I be calling people out with the intros, right? Like, he's like, ah, shit.
I kind of like practice on my way. I'm gonna be like, first of all, thank you for having me. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, okay.
All right, so let's do that again. You didn't give the same energy.
Okay.
I'm gonna reintroduce you. We got Bunny in the building today.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Appreciate it.
I'm excited.
Thank you for coming.
Before we get into our main topic today, we kind of talked about something earlier, or just a couple minutes ago, that I find an interesting topic that does come up. And what motivated this topic is, first of all, fuck TikTok because they banned our podcast page for like community guidelines. But
but definitely check out our new page.
Yo, you know what's crazy about TikTok? Like banning shit like for like banning our page or just like muting like certain creators' pages. Like, yo, I can literally go up there and see porn sometimes.
Find all kind of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
You wonder how it never gets reported.
Yep.
Exactly, yo.
Well, one time I saw full out titties, like a chick riding a horse.
One time?
Like, I've never seen I've honestly never seen porn on TikTok. I don't know if it's because I don't watch it enough. But
I wouldn't say like straight up porn, but I've seen titties.
If I want to see porn and not like really go to porn sites, I'm gonna go on Twitter.
Yeah, we know about.
We're definitely an advocate for fucking Twitter. Twitter is the dark web of porn. Honestly, they got better porn than
porn. Like, I don't know.
That's amateur stuff on Earth.
Yeah, but what motivated the video today was a guy ended up commenting on one of our last videos saying that we were kind of misogynistic, or what made us,
which we're completely fine with, by the way.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
But so you've seen me. I like to poke a little fun.
Yeah.
Right? I like to give it a little jab every now and then. So the guy that commented on our video had colored nails on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mentioned it like playfully, right?
Yeah.
But we were talking about it. And it's like, yo, how do you, like, as a woman, how do you feel about men that get their nails done?
Well, if it's a regular pedicure and manicure, like just the clear nails under the cuticles, like I think that's really sexy and that's super healthy, super good hygiene. 10-10, holla at me.
Yeah, got you.
Now,
y'all heard it.
When we get into the painting and the stickers, like I mentioned, it really depends on who you are.
Okay.
Now, if you're walking around with your pants sagging and you got fitteds on and stuff like that,
you just described the New York nigga like down there. Pretty much.
Okay, so if you're giving New York and you're walking around with your nails painted, I'm gonna be like, But if you as a person are unique, you dress different, you have different looks, like, you express yourself through the way you dress, then, everything has to make sense. Plus, the puzzle pieces have to fit.
Okay.
Because if the puzzle pieces aren't fitting, then that means it's,
something's off. Like, you might be on the low.
Little bit questionable. Yeah, like, I don't want nobody that tote guns with.
Homo thug.
A homo thug?
Yeah, no, but if my man plays the guitar or if he paints or he's an artist, of course he's...
Oh, so you think it's selective to their, like, almost career, like, a little bit, right?
Or just legit who you are as a person. It has to make sense.
Okay. Because some people are just, like, more fashionable. So, like, they wear, like, the stuff that we would never even, like, put our minds to even think to put on. So, like, them wearing, like, colored nails and shit is just, like, part of their outfit.
It generally might fit who they are.
Right.
Okay. Like, yo, would you ever get colored nails? Do you think do you think it would fit his look?
He's kind of simple, but like
basic bitch.
Basic nigga,
Pretty much.
I mean, he looks good. Like I feel like the nose ring was the perfect splash for him.
Little jibbity
Salt Bay action going on. But if you like had this regular little Nike fit on, whatever, we're all chilling right now.
Yeah.
These regular fits on, and you just like,
I got my black nail.
I'm gonna be like, he alternative or something?
I ain't never heard it described like that.
Alternatively
like, what's going on?
Is he alternatively taking dick?
Is he into, You know, I don't know. I will question in my mind. It'll run across.
Because he's not flamboyant enough to rock that look.
Or not even flamboyant enough.
Now, when I say flamboyant, I don't even really mean it in a
I'm not fresh enough. I'm not fresh enough to rush.
Not even fly enough, but like artsy enough.
Artsy.
Okay,
that's a good.
Artsy
that's a great
enough.
way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah,
so
like
what if I have like just one single nail? Like at what point am I gay? Like is it at the first nail?
You're gay at 4 nails. Like
four?
4. Once you hit 4, it's like you should have just did the 5th.
Okay.
Now we talked about Lil Yachty though. He had like a whole fucking.
Okay, but Lil Yachty has been who he is for a very long time now.
So he's an alternative nigga.
He's definitely alternative. Like
okay.
Alternative as in gay or as alternative as in artsy?
Artsy.
Okay.
Like
well, I mean, he's literally an artist. So
he's an artist for one,
sense.
but when he came out, like. Not out the closet.
Oh, I say, damn, you dropping some news.
Not out the closet, but when he, became an artist, a known artist, it was different.
Right.
Okay.
It was different. It was expressive. His nails fit who he was from the jump.
Did he have that off the bat? I just
I
think I just saw him recently
like
doing
since
shit.
TikTok. I noticed.
Yeah, that's when I first saw it.
What, his nails?
Yeah, like I didn't know he got his nails colored.
See, I haven't been a Lil Yachty fan since I was probably 15 years old.
Okay.
So I'm not really sure. But what I mean was, when I first ever seen who he was, and say if he did have those nails, I felt like it would have fit him perfectly. Because it wasn't the nails at the time, it was the beads.
Okay.
So Chris Brown, he qualifies to have those nails?
He's rich enough. He's rich enough.
So rich enough don't make you.
But yo,
he's rich enough. When you're rich,
I think he's in that middle ground, honestly.
Yeah, he's like a middle ground.
He's not like yo, he's not
wear
like
perms
no
every now and then.
Exactly. He dyes his hair and all those kind of things.
Extensions, all that shit.
All right, could I pull it off?
Nails? Yeah, I feel like
color nails.
You're light skin. You colorful.
I told you. I'm telling you, that's a thing, bro. It's a thing, my nigga.
They just gotta attack.
You're light skin. You're colorful. You're rainbowish.
I mean, I figured honestly, I thought I got a colorful hoodie on. Like that's why I like yeah, you sweet boy. That's what you sweet.
But it's nothing wrong with being able to pull off different looks. Legit.
No, that's a fact.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Because like niggas have not to cut you off, but like I was saying before, nowadays like niggas can't even have nose rings anymore without them being considered gay.
It really depends on the person's personal opinion. Like their personal opinions stem from their own experiences, their own feelings. Like, you can't really care about what everyone says because everyone is saying something because of something that happened to them or something made them feel like
their perception.
Their perception, they might not like nose piercings because a guy they dated actually was a little bit, on that side that had that does not mean that every guy's like that.
You know what? That's actually a good way to put it. Like, yo, me personally, like, I would never get color nails. Like, I don't mind. Like, I told you, I get pedicures. I've never got a manicure yet, but I do. Like, that's some of my, like, goals to get a manicure. But I will get I'm not gonna lie to you. When I get a pedicure and they put that clear nail polish on my toes, I be feeling like,
bad bitch.
I'm doing that.
Bad bitch.
The 3 snaps and shit.
I do maybe one. Maybe one under the table.
You do a yes as you walk out the door.
But yo, like to me to get color nails would be a stretch. Bro, I don't even know how like I would explain that shit. Like if my dad saw me with color nails, yo, like we'd have an intervention.
How do you explain that? Like, Dad, I like these because
especially they live in a different age. Like where like
oh yeah,
they
go. I tell you right now, if I ever show up to my dad's house with color nails, like he's gonna be thinking I'm coming out. Like that's like to him, he's like, all right, damn.
Is there something we need to talk about?
Yeah. I couldn't do it. I mean, yo, I feel like we're definitely like in a more open-minded world now. Like
of course.
I wouldn't say I necessarily judge dudes that get it. It is a bit confusing to me. Especially I guess sometimes I do see men that don't fit that artsy look. I've seen dudes that look like him, like with straight up like pink nails.
With pink nails?
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, like
that's different.
That is different. Very different.
I mean, I feel like we all have that kind of outlook on it because we have to be fair with reality in the time that we live in. We haven't technically crossed that bridge where, okay, nobody looks at this like weird. Nobody questions something.
That's a great point.
That's fair. Like
I was literally just thinking that as you were talking.
Time.
I'd say we're a quarter way through the bridge.
No,
Right.
and also because of like our age group as well, because we were raised like growing up, we were in an era where like, you know, you can make certain jokes. Like there's certain things that distinguish a straight male from a gay male. But now like the kids that are growing up now, where this is their norm. Like,
we are literally.
You know, so they have a different outlook compared to
Yo,
us.
we're the last generations that aren't bitch ass niggas.
I feel like we're literally at the peak of it though.
Yeah.
We of the transition of nobody questioning anything.
Right.
Just literally humans being.
I can see that. Like I think we're close enough where it's just like, yo, here's the thing, right? Are we there because we generally don't care, or is everyone just too scared to speak up on it?
I think we're forced to not care. Like I think we live in a world where like, you know, it's being pushed on you, and it's like, you know, if you don't get with it, then you're the problem, and you're an enemy.
You don't want to be a problem.
I mean, I can't 100% agree. I think we're forced to not care because 50 years ago, there would be things like racist groups. Like that was like a thing. Like literally no one of our generation is going to take the time out their fucking day to organize some shit about a bunch of motherfuckers that don't do nothing for them. Like I don't think that we're forced to not care. I literally think that's the turn the world took.
Okay.
At our time, you know?
I see what you mean.
Like I don't know. I mean, it's me personally. Like I don't judge. I don't care. Like I might still laugh and make jokes because you have to be fair. Like I feel like if I can joke about myself, I can joke about you. That's
it's equal. Yo, that's what I'm saying. Equal roast.
Right.
We should be able to roast
but
everybody.
It's not equul anymore.
Yeah.
You know,
No.
it's like you can't make. I feel like it was a point where it was equal roast, but now it's no longer that. You know, like we have to.
Dave Chappelle saving us right now.
Saving us. I think it's almost like.
Netflix has not canceled his platform. They're sticking by him.
Oh, true.
I've heard I was reading up on it and people were claiming that he basically freed the comedians.
I'm actually a big fan of comedy. Like I keep up with a lot of comics. I watch a lot of comedy specials, and I've actually seen that those statements come up from some comics where they're like, yo, because he's not really coming from a place of hate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like because he's a comic. So it's like, but then it's also that line. It's like, yo, just because you're a comic doesn't mean you get to talk shit about everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And
realistically,
opinion,
I think
yes.
like you should be able to just talk shit about whoever you want. Like, I mean, it's kind of, don't get me wrong. Like when I hear a white guy make black person jokes, it kind of rubs me wrong. But in my mind, it's like it's comedy.
Yo,
legit.
I know what you mean, because I guess sometimes, and I bet this is how the trans people feel, that, you know, say, yo, where is that joke coming from? Is it coming from a place of actual humor, or like you're trying to like be like negative and disguise it as a joke? You feel me?
Right.
So I can understand where the trans people
I feel like you definitely, like whoever is in that position, if they're in the red seat,
mm-hmm.
they definitely have the right to question it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even with your closest friends, sometimes you think like, damn, like, was that a joke or were, you know?
Now, sometimes like some jokes are like, you know, come from a place of truth. Yeah. I think J. Cole said that.
But back to what you were just saying about when a white person makes a joke about a black person, yeah, it's gonna rub us wrong, but I think that's because that's naturally in our ethnicity. Like we're a little bit more bold and upfront. Like we're not just gonna, you know? But when you think about it, we make tons of jokes. And
yeah, we can say what we want.
We
don't
make
say
tons
anything.
of jokes about
it's
these people.
It's all fun and games, yeah.
But we naturally don't hate these people. You know, I don't know any white person that I hate, but I joke about them all day long.
I know what you mean. Yo, you know what's funny? So the other day my son called me on some shit, right?
Really?
So we was all like, me, my girl, my son was out somewhere, right? I don't want to be too specific. I don't want the people like this to get. So yo, we see this little boy, like, so this mom is trying to discipline her son.
Mm-hmm.
And the little boy like and starts hitting her. Like, bro, like, and it's a crowded area. I'm like, damn, I never seen no shit like this before. Like, yo, I'm like the kid to my left of me, and I'm like, damn, like talking to my girl, and you
start taking off your belt slowly.
I'm like, we like, yo, me and her like, yo, this wild. Like, yo, and I just kept thinking like, yo, if my son would, I put him through a fucking wall.
Right.
You feel me? Yo, so later on, I was talking about it. Like, me and my girl was talking about this shit. And she's like, oh, that's crazy. I'm like, yo, see, that's that white parent shit right there.
Yeah.
And my son like, that's racist, dad. I like, All right.
That's a good seed. That's a good seed.
I know. I'm like, damn.
That's a good seed.
Like as a parent, sometimes like you don't want to like when your kid has a point, like, especially against you, you just don't want to like. I'm like, all right, fuck, you got me. Like, I'm like, you're right, Braden. It's not like an exclusive thing to white people. Like there's bad kids or like poor I don't want to say bad. Like there's like kids that just misbehave in all types of like races with that. But I'm like, damn, we call me out on that shit. I was just like, yo, but I was really making a joke.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like it was just the way he like took it. I mean, he's part of this new generation, right? Like, these little niggas can't say jokes.
I just think that a lot of people shoot for fair, but don't really know how to define it or know what it is. Because fair is fair. You can't like.
Okay.
I mean,
fair is fair. Like if I. Like,
I know you're using a word to describe it with the same word. So like what's fair is fair.
And that's what I mean.
Okay.
There's nothing else you should be able to. You should want to pull from it.
Okay.
From the word fair.
Yeah.
Like.
Nah, fair is just pretty much
fair is just
all around.
Fair. Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like I said, from a black person, a black woman's black man perspective, if we naturally joke about them or do things like that, then we should be not okay, but okay with like
be more open to it.
Yeah.
Them joking on us. Like sometimes it's really not.
You're right. I think there should be like an equality of jokes, right? Like you can't just like shit on white people and then as soon as they say something back, you like you're the one like about to lose your shit, which does happen
all the time.
It does happen all the time. So it's like, I feel like all right. Once you make that initial joke, you are opening the door, and it's a two-sided door. You feel me? Once you let that joke out, you have to be able to accept the joke back in.
You can't dish out with you.
Yeah, but I think there's like levels of jokes, you feel me? And it's like as long as like no lines are crossed, like you know what I'm saying? Like you say some shit about their fucking, like white people make potato salad with raisins in it, right? And then they call you, all right, nigger. Like, whoa, like all right, bro.
Yeah,
like,
that's not equal. But if you be like,
but I feel like that's
you fry the shit out of that chicken.
Yo, but I feel like that's the
you can't really get mad at that.
You love your chicken, don't you?
Yo, but I feel like that's like.
But whose fault is that though? I mean, technically, it's not their fault either. But they kind of dragged it for 400 years. Whose fault is that?
Yo, all right, should it be all right? Yo, there were slaves for 400 years. Yo, should there be like free jokes for 400 years like to match it? You know what I mean? Like y'all can't say no joke until like it's equivalent.
It has to be like a grace period.
Yeah. I went out to eat. I think it's called Sam's Club, Sam's Pub, something like that.
Okay.
Try some little seafood place, and there were 4 older white people there, and I'm gonna just get to the point which really surprised me, and I even commended this woman for that because I'm like, you know, she goes, I don't know, she was having a conversation with somebody else that was at the table. The word force came up, and she said out loud, I'm the only colored person there.
Colored. That's a real old
Black
terminology.
Person there. So she goes, I'm a white woman. I'm not forced to do anything.
That's a perspective though.
Oh, that's self-awareness.
Self-awareness.
That's
why I commended her.
That's self-awareness of your privilege.
I kind of want to know some backstory. Like, what were they trying to force her to do?
Literally, this was something that she casually said, as in we be like, niggas know my body. Like, honestly, it was so casual, and I was like, I commended her for it because that was my step of being like, okay, she has a right, you know.
She has a white right.
She got enough privilege, but she definitely has a right to like feel like that and express that because I'm quick to tell you I'm a strong black woman.
At least you're not in denial about it. Like like most people, a lot of white people don't even believe white privilege. Because people be like, well, I was born poor, so where's my white privilege? Like that ain't it. Like you know what I'm saying?
It's the ability to like get pulled over by the cops and not have to be feared that you're gonna get fucking shot. That's your white privilege.
Not even. It's just the ability of a police officer or regular pedestrians not being alarmed by you.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
like legit.
Walk into the store, don't think you're gonna steal some shit. You know what I'm saying? That's
I'm a
big black guy, man. I get the as soon as I walk by, they lock their car doors all the time. Like, bitch, I don't want your fucking 2013 Honda.
That was a good year. That was a good year for Honda, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. The Honda came out and some nice
2013.
Yeah, you said like 08 type shit.
Right.
But all right, we definitely went on a whole tangent.
Definitely did.
All right, let's get
love is love though. You know, no love lost, no love gained. Right?
All right, Hallmark. My bad. I mean, like,
I want to clear that out. You know, I'm on this camera. I don't want people thinking like, "Ooh, she might be a little," you know.
A black racist.
No, my nephew is white. His mother blonde hair, blue eyes. Like I have, you know, she's our family.
Okay.
I just want to put that out there.
Okay.
In case y'all was wondering.
All
right, so I want I think was it might have been this month, last month. You know, are y'all fan of B2K? Or y'all know who B2K is, right?
Yeah.
Like, y'all grew up listening to their music?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I didn't grow up listening.
I'm saying, but like, you know,
I know who they are.
You know the crew, right? So, you know, Omarion was dating that woman April for a long time, right? They broke up. And then Lil Fizz, who was also in the crew, you know, started dating Omarion's baby mom, right? And then, like, yo, you know, obviously he got some flack from it, right? Like, yo, bro, you're breaking bro code. You know what I'm saying? That's some grimy stuff. But yo, he came out and said, yo, like, that was never my man's like that. Like, that was just some guy I work with, right? And I don't know. You know, I don't really know the dynamics of, like, the B2K relationship.
Right.
Yo, but what are y'all thoughts on, like, somebody, a close friend of yours, dating somebody that you used to fuck with?
It's disgusting.
Disgusting?
It's disgusting. Like, are you serious? How many people are in this world and you literally, like, if you didn't know, okay, cool. But if you legit knew, now I want to fight.
Oh, you fighting?
Oh, I'm fighting.
Really?
I want to fight.
Why? That's old news. That's no longer your nigga.
It's the principle.
Okay.
It's the principle. Like, how crazy? That sounds crazy. There's no way that anybody could justify that shit.
I don't know. I feel like if it depends on how close you are. Like, if you're my immediate friend, then yeah. Like, even if you're like my boy's boy, like, it depends on how much time.
So it's like the level of friendship.
I agree with that. I agree with the level of friendship.
If it's like, you know, some acquaintance type shit, like I met you in the workplace,
I won't like you.
We no longer work together.
I'm being completely honest. I'm never going to be your friend.
You done with them? Like, they can never be your friend?
No, you can't be my friend. No, hell no.
If we were like in a workplace together and like me and you were like cool at the workplace and then I move off and we ain't talk for years, I don't know. Your girl must be like, no one,
but that ain't your boy, right?
Yeah.
So you not like there's. All right, so you have a best friend, I'm assuming, right?
Well, not right now, but I've had one.
Okay, you had one right now. Okay, you might be the problem. We'll get into that later. We'll get into that later.
Right.
But we've had a best friend, or you have any sisters, brothers, anything like that? Okay, so if any of those family members, right? You said like if they talk to one of your exes, like it's done. Like you're not fucking with them.
Yeah, after I fight them.
After you fight them. So first you gotta run the 30 seconds first.
We need a 30.
At least a 30?
We need a 30.
Okay.
Because if I'm with somebody, it was good. Like that just ain't gonna, walk up.
All right, but you said it's the principle, right?
It's the principle, yeah.
What if they ask you before they pursue it?
Then I'm pussy.
Really?
What you mean?
If you allow it, you think you're pussy?
If you ask me, hey, best friend, hey sister, I know you liked him a lot, right?
No, I'm talking about somebody that's you're over with, right? Like say you're dating a guy, it's over between you and that guy.
So who's asking me, the guy or
No,
the
I'm saying
woman?
like your friend, right?
Your friend.
You're like say you two went out, right?
Yeah.
And then like your sister, you guys break up, right? And then your sister, like, yo, A1DasauceGod been looking good. He got his braids done finally. They're like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I heard he might get a lineup too. Like, this man's out of control. He looking fine. Got his pinky nail colored, right? And your sister's like, yo, can I talk to him? But you haven't like dated him in like 6 months. Like, is that cool? Or are you still beefing with it?
6 months?
Yeah.
6 months is long to you?
Of not dating someone? A lot could happen in 6 months.
I've had exes that it doesn't matter. We didn't date in 6 months. When we see each other, So it's like, are you kidding?
So that's not really an ex.
It is though, because I technically have no desires to be with you.
But
future, nothing. But it's still that little, So it's like, no, 6 months is not long enough at all. And
5 years.
Yeah, you gotta years. It has to be years. To me, it has to be years.
For them to even ask you if they could date that person.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter what, I don't know. We probably have to be 20 years in for me to personally not feel like that's weird.
Right.
Because how am I not going to question all the times you probably looked at him while I was with him and thought, okay, he's potentially cute. Like, you know what I mean?
All right. Like, so when when your homegirls bring their boyfriends around you, like if they look good, you're gonna know they look good, right?
That don't mean you're gonna act on it.
I'm not saying that's what I'm saying. Don't mean you act on it, but like, yo, if someone looks good, they look good, whether you have intentions with them or not.
See,
right?
I think that's weird too. If I bring my man around and I don't be like, bitch, he look good, right? And then you immediately, I sit down, you sit down, you like, bitch, fine.
What you like? That's a trap. Like, yo, you pretty much that's trapping somebody.
Like, I think that's weird. Like, if you tell me my man looks good before I'll be like, yo, bro, he look good, right?
I'm saying not, but what if you ask your girl like, yo, he look good, and she's like, yeah, hell yeah.
Then no problem.
No problem.
Okay.
No, it depends on how enthusiastic you are about this.
How much she goes in on how he looks.
Like if you start throwing little details in, that means you've been looking at him. You know what I mean?
So what if you guys aren't dating? Like, what if this is a nigga that like you bringing around?
Everything is off limits. I'm gonna give y'all Gore 101. Damn. Everything is off limits unless
from the moment
it's
you
talked
said
about.
like this is something that I want.
If I didn't know you guys personally, which I don't yet, but if I didn't know you guys personally, or and I bring my friends, my 2 friends are sitting over here, I'm sitting over here close to you because I think you're cute. When we had the drive over here, as girls and women, we already talked about who was on our radar.
Okay.
So if you over there making googly eyes to him and you're my friend, we never dated, we never had sex, nothing. That's gonna cause conflict because that's weird. That's boundaries. You don't do nothing like that.
Crazy thing is, I think with niggas is different because like everything is free game. Like if like
pretty much, yo. Like
if let's just say we go.
But you don't think that's real possessive of you? Like it's almost like pretty much once the nigga fucks you, he's yours.
Not even fuck. She said like
we don't got to. For instance, right? I went to, which I'm not proud of because I don't even like the city, but went to New Haven, chill with some guys. It was 2 other friends with me.
Okay.
So when we came there, it was 3 of them. One was like in and out the room. The other one, okay. 3 guys there. Like we pulled up on them.
Okay.
And one was in and out the room. One was on the game.
Yeah.
One was chilling. They was all chilling. And I'm talking to the person who invited us over.
Okay.
Right?
So you're the initiator, right?
I'm the initiator. I'm usually the initiator. Okay. I'm usually the one that pull the niggas, get the niggas, whatever.
All right.
So
you're like a bitch that takes action.
So yeah, I'm talking to him, but we didn't have that talk. Like usually that happens, but we didn't have that talk because I was just bringing my bitches out and there was niggas around.
Okay.
So it wasn't, but I was talking to him. I wasn't really feeling him, but he was my friend.
Okay.
Because he's the one who invited me there.
He with you for the night. He with you for the night, pretty much.
But I wasn't feeling him.
Okay, got you.
To be completely honest,
Sorry, bro.
To be completely honest, I made acquaintances with him so that I could get close to the one that I wanted to.
Which was he there too?
Yes.
Okay.
This is his house. This was the one I wanted to get really close with or get with was his crib.
Okay.
So for instance, my friend's like, she's like, which one did you come here for? And
she probably confused, right? You talking to this one, but you want this one. She's like,
bitch, like, I'm confused.
Which one's my dick? Like, which one am I getting fucked by? Like,
but I'm like, so I'm the type of person that kind of like always try to get both sides. So like, I just went hard about how I would feel,
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did. It was my responsibility to take into consideration how my friend felt too at that time. But I don't know. I'm blessed, so I'm like both of them. Mind you, that's
what you told her?
That's what I told her. I'm like both of them, but she said it out loud, like like she said it out loud, like I don't know.
Trying to embarrass you type shit.
Yeah, not really embarrace me, but put me on the spot.
Put you on the spot.
I know them niggas her say both of them. They thought choo choo.
When we
but not even though, because I don't get down like that. I don't know. I need Method Man and Davies. I don't know.
Both of them. Both of them.
Like that's the only way we're going down.
Oddly specific, like off the bat, like damn, like those are the.
That's the only
She put some thought into this one.
We're going down that road. Like
okay.
it's really no reason to do to have a train run on you. Have you guys ever done that?
I don't want to discuss this. I get in trouble enough anytime I say some shit on this podcast.
Sorry,
I've never done it.
No, you've never done it. I think it's gross.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty.
Before we dive into another situation, I do want to ask him about this. Yo, so if like say you and your girl broke up right now, right?
Yeah.
like, and I know you got your main guys, right? Like your close friends.
Yeah.
Is there any amount of time that you would be okay with them dating her?
Girl?
Like your current girl right now. I mean, I know how you
like
feel about
invested?
it.
Like
Yeah, like yo. Or is that like off limits to your friends for life?
I think it should be, but I can't tell nobody. Like
I'm saying, but yo, if one of your
I feel like there has to be some sort of conversation even already started for you to even think that that's okay.
I'm saying, but yo, if they came, all right, yo, say 3 years passed by, right?
Okay.
God forbid y'all break up. 3 years passed by.
Yeah.
And like one of like, say me, right? Say I go up to him, but bro, I'm feeling her. Yo, are you gonna be like, oh, he think I'm pussy? Like, is that how you feel like her?
I think like, nigga, it made me question you. Like, what type of nigga are you to even think that I'll be okay with some shit like
That's
that?
what I said. Like,
but
as soon as you ask me, he's like, when are you pussy?
Knowing me, I
when
probably
you
be like,
ask me.
Okay.
Knowing me, I probably
like,
be like,
what are you talking about? You
that second.
As
That
soon as you
pussy.
ask me, oh, I'm pussy then.
knowing me, I
Okay.
probably be like, all right, nigga.
Yeah,
like,
but you give him the blessing, but
how you know I don't want to go back for that? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
no, I'm saying, but it's been 3 years. You haven't mentioned her. You don't think about her like that.
You don't know that, my friend.
that's no minds, nigga.
You don't know that.
So that's for life,
Yeah.
right?
True
Okay.
friends
Like-
don't have to tell each other everything.
I think like if it's a bitch that like I'm just fucking like, nigga, that's for grabs. But like if it's like, if it becomes my girl, then that's something different. Like if it's like, you know, me and her been fucking around for even like, let's just say we've been fucking around for the same amount of time, like 4 or 5 years, and like, you know, we never dated each other or none of that shit. Like there was no title on it. Bro, that's you.
See, yo, because I used to have, you know how like have you fallen in love before?
Yes.
How many times?
One good time.
One good time. How about you?
I'll say one good time.
One time?
Yeah.
All right. I'll say maybe I fall in love twice, right? Like,
Yeah.
So when first time I fell in love, right, and me and that girl broke up, like she was off limits to me, right? Or she was off limits to all my boys.
Right.
Like, I was feeling how you feeling, right? And then I fell in love again, right? And then that girl became so irrelevant to me that like I really wouldn't even give a fuck if any of my boys.
Well, I guess it definitely like all situations depend on the circumstances.
Like yo, if you like you seem to be like once a dude breathes on you, he's yours for life. Like as far as your friends are
so
concerned.
stay
right?
away.
So yo, but what if you're like in a healthy relationship, right?
Mhm.
And like
Which I am right now. Actually,
Okay.
shout out to my baby.
shout out to the babies. Yo, so like all right, so you're in a healthy relationship right now, right?
Mhm.
So even with your exes, right? Like they're still off limits. Like it doesn't matter. Like you still consider it like
Yeah,
a diss to you.
and that doesn't mean that I necessarily care for them.
Okay.
It's once again the principle.
Just principle.
If you was there, bro, and you watch me cry over him or stress
Yeah.
or be weird, you know, and you gonna, bro, who ex?
I don't know. I don't think that that's something that should be like even. I don't know. I don't think it's something that you should be talked about. Like I feel like for you to even get the balls to like come to me with that shit, it's like
I'm
all right, like
pussy.
you wear like you have to had some sort of conversation behind my back already with this person.
Exactly.
Like,
okay.
you
Oh,
had-
like you think you like there was like
The whole
flirting type
situation-
They
shit.
already had been like even if me and them weren't even together, like years had gone by, there had been some sort of conversation between them and my ex for you to think it's okay to come and get my blessing.
Because
about
how
this
do
shit,
you know
right?
that my ex is not gonna look at you like you weird? You know what I mean?
I mean,
Like,
bitches
how-
do always say that. Oh, that's why your niggas is in my inbox, or your best friends are in my inbox and shit. So
All right, right now, right? You're in a relationship.
Yeah.
You just said, right? Is a man or woman?
a man.
Okay, so you've met your man's friends, right?
Yeah.
And this is my sound crazy. I don't wanna put- yo, right now, right? Do any of your man's friends give you that kind of vibe that they kind of check you out a little bit?
No.
Okay.
has that ever happened to you, where like you felt like you're with somebody? but
My
his
previous
boys,
relationship, hell yeah.
his
Really?
niggas want.
Hell yeah. Like,
Has
yeah.
that been-
Like your last boyfriend, like his friends would like try to holler at you, or just
Yeah.
kind of give you a look.
Looks like, yeah. Like,
You're sliding in your DMs too. Let's put it. That's an ex. You
yes.
okay?
Really? Did
Yeah.
You,
Like,
did,
so-
you, did you tell your man when it happened?
Uh-huh.
What was his reaction?
Like, he'd be like, okay, my ex is like, he's not a confrontational person. He's not like, you know, a pushover.
Okay.
But he kind of like is a person that weighs out everyone. You know what I mean? Like, he takes everybody accountable aesthetic. So he's not gonna go over there like and be weird. Like, he was the type to like question me too. Like, you know,
like why did my friend feel
why do he feel comfortable
enough to highlight?
What are you doing? You know what I mean? Things you got to take accountability for as a grown adult. Maybe I was doing something that made him feel comfortable.
Me, were you?
There's sticky situations with that previous relationship that I did have control over, but I didn't at the same time. I'm a person that's gonna keep it a buck. Like, I'm gonna keep it a stat.
I don't know. I mean, you keep it a buck, but you stuck right now. Like which one is it? We keeping it a buck or we keeping it 99?
We keeping it 99.
Oh.
And that's a buck. Okay? And that's a buck.
Nah, we round down. We don't round up. 99 might really be 75.
Because y'all can't just tell me to throw my whole stuff on. I still got my stuff I'm standing on. You know what I mean? I got my stuff I'm standing on after it, so I can't just.
I respect it. She played a part. Okay. She was definitely.
Obviously, that's why. Because if you did it, it'd just be a flat out no. But you did some shit to give that man. So he didn't like your ex-boyfriend. He didn't confront his friends about it then.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I feel like there was conversations, unfortunately, but his friends, they're super close. Like, they're years in.
And that's
even more vital. That's even more foul. Yeah.
Yo, I feel like if somebody I knew like were to holler at my girl, like, and it's somebody I knew for years, yo, that shit would like rush me. But if, like I said, if it's some dude I know, you know, it's like almost kind of like it's like halfway friends. You feel me?
But that's why I'm trying to like not play the good girl. I'm not 100%. Like,
what you mean?
I'm not gonna be like, okay, I'm just a badass bitch or the prettiest girl that, like, you know, that came in or wherever he have a pretty girl and everybody just trying to talk to me. You know, I did things out of spite too.
Okay.
I did things out of spite, like
to make his friends kind of draw him in. Yo, either way, yo,
that's real though. Like, most people don't want to own up to like their side of the situation. Like, they just want to poke at the other person.
That is real, but I still like how I look at it, yo. like me and you, right?
Yeah.
Like, if me and my girl are going through some shit and she trying to be petty or spiteful and like doing whatever to get your attention, yo, it don't matter what the fuck she's doing. You feel me? Like, I still expect like 100% from
100%. Yeah.
Because it's like, yo, she could be sending you news or some shit like that, but you still shouldn't be hopping on it, right? Like, you got it, like
that. I feel like that's foul. Like, you know.
But like, I feel like it really depends on your relationship and the person who you are with. When you truly feel like somebody is worthy of some good, pure stuff, you're gonna give them that. Like, I can literally see the difference between how I felt in both of my relationships. Like, this person I'm with now, it will hurt me faster than it'll hurt them. Like, you know, I'm like, my guilty conscience will eat me up because I know that they don't deserve that.
Okay.
But if you truly not making me feel like you don't deserve it, like, it's kind of easier to be spiteful.
That's a good point.
So have you ever had a friend that like try to holler at one of your niggas or one of your boyfriends?
Multiple situations.
So you got into a lot of fights.
Yeah. I guess you can say that.
Nah, because you said it. So
you said it was on site, or you need your 30. So like, what's the situation? What happened in those situations where like somebody was trying to get with a nigga that you was?
My life is like complex as fuck.
Okay.
It's always something. Like, it's always a second story or a first story.
Mm-hmm.
So
living in the multiverse.
It's not even my fault. Like, I don't even ask for it. It just happens.
Okay.
So the only time that I feel like I truly fell in love, I was cheated on by him, but also the girl and I were close.
That he cheated with.
Let me tell you.
Tell me.
Just waiting for the tea.
He introduced us.
You and the girl.
And then y'all got close.
Made us close.
Oh, he was trying to set up a threesome.
I started dating him.
Did y'all have a threesome?
Hell no.
Oh, okay.
I feel like that was the vibe too.
Okay.
But no.
I feel like when a dude introduces his girl to like a female friend, like, it's kind of got like some plans for y'all.
They introduced each other as cousins.
Oh.
He introduced me. As his girlfriend. He introduced her as his cousin. She introduced herself to my family, to everyone who was around us, as they were cousins. They played that cousin role legit to the point where I confided in her. I cried to her. I asked her questions.
Became your, like,
I legit
friend.
taught her how to destroy my relationship, step by step.
Oh, you was giving her like all the puzzle pieces.
Play by play.
Yeah.
Play by play, step by step. I taught her
And
everything. I
that's what
taught
she
her my weaknesses. I taught her all of those things. And comes to find out, I wasn't even the girlfriend. She was. They had been with each other years prior before me. I don't know what kind of sick little plan they had in their head.
This sounds
This is like,
But he just decided to add me to the roster, I guess. You know what I mean? So the whole time, because I can completely be flat out with it now, accept everything.
Yeah.
I was not the girlfriend.
But yo,
so it must have been in like a polygamous relationship.
She was the girlfriend the whole time.
The whole time.
But
that's who he
she was
loved.
cool with you fucking him.
Yes.
There was some different shit.
Polygamy. Some niggas got it, bro. Some niggas fucking got it. They cracked the code.
Are you still in contact with him?
Absolutely not.
All right, I must say, like, I can learn from this guy. He's got to figure it out. He's got to figure it out.
Absolutely
honestly.
not. But
Yo, that is wild. Yo,
he
wild.
look.
Like, if
To get the main girl,
he invited her to my house. They spent nights at my house. They actually probably fucked in my crib while I wasn't there. Like, we took trips to New York together. Me and this girl. Like, me and him. Like, it was the cousin. Like,
did she ever try to like come on to you?
Yes. And I was 18 at the time.
Okay.
So I was pretty naive.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Did you fuck with her?
No, I never did anything with her. She's ugly. You're ugly.
Okay.
She's ugly. So to me,
okay. But so it seemed like they were trying to set like,
but
not
that's a sick way to go. That's
a
like,
very sick way to
that's
go
like,
about
that's
it.
That's manipulative as fuck. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like they both of them is like,
and these people, I don't date younger people. Like I really don't. So after I turned 18, I basically never dated anyone who was under the age of 30.
Okay.
So these people were 30 and 29.
Okay.
Like, and I don't want to play victim because if you think you're grown, you grown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, like, I was just a child. Like, how could you guys legit be as old as you are?
That's like that was their goal or
something.
That is.
Are they still together? Do you know?
They're married with a new baby.
Oh, so you keeping tabs?
I mean, it's not really that I keep tabs. Guess what? No, I'm gonna tie it all together. I met him through one of my closest friends. Okay. I met him through one of my closest friends. That's her brother.
Oh, so have you like, y'all go to cookouts and shit like that? Are they there? Like,
I won't be there. You know, they fled the state actually. When everything hit the fan, they were already down south and fled the state. So that's why I couldn't like answer you guys on like, okay, yeah, I fought. You know, I would have.
Okay.
I went live.
I don't doubt it.
I went live, blasted the whole situation because that's how I decided to go about it.
No crazy plot twist. What if they really were cousins?
At this point, you don't know what the fuck.
You don't know. You legit.
Like, what if they really were fucking cousins?
That's a wild story. I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like, yo, that shit. I feel like, that is such a long route to get a threesome.
Yeah.
Like, I bet there were shorter ways to go about this.
Like they were both invested in this fucking threesome happening. Like it seemed like they wanted a polygamous relationship.
It's almost like they're trying to do like a fucking bank heist. Every time they saw each other, they probably give like, hey, plans still a go.
I have a feeling that they really were related. I don't know. It just seems
so
like
weird.
It has that story was way too like deep for them to not have any ties. Like,
nah, but I'm saying like, cause you met his family.
She was probably like the cover-up girl, like cover-up girlfriend and shit.
I never, to be completely honest, I don't think I ever truly knew who his real family was because he was from New York.
From?
Yeah, who knows about this? We don't know anything about him anymore at this point.
I sure as hell don't. If you don't know about this,
we don't fucking know.
Who is this man?
How long did this relationship go on for?
3 months. It wasn't long.
It's a long roller coaster ride. I thought this was a year or some shit.
Yeah,
that's a lot to pack in a fucking 3 months.
Into 3 months.
Damn.
And I can be completely
Do you even
honest.
know his real name at this point?
Yes, I know his real name.
How do you know? How do you know that's
I had
his real
the birth
name?
certificate.
Oh, okay.
The everything. I know that what his real name was. But it was
you got his social and birth name? You should open up a credit card in his name. Should have been scamming on his name.
I am not a criminal.
No, nobody's a criminal, but you should have been scamming on him after this and shit like that.
Reparations.
Yeah, there we go.
He's paying you back
That's a good way to put it.
For the shit that he put you through.
Bro, I was only 18. I was a legit.
Yeah, that'll fuck you up. Like that
was love. That was love.
Especially
when you're young.
When your dad that young, that is love.
That's love.
He provided everything. Like, if air costs money, this man would pay for it.
I mean, so
I don't feel that bad for him.
Exactly.
Like, he paid for it. All right.
What do you mean? But this was all part of his Dr. Doofenshmirtz plan
Dr. Doofenshmirtz
to break
this
me.
is like my man was pulling like he was on some Squid Game shit before Squid Games. Like,
I can laugh at it now, but seriously, that was a really, really rough time.
I could tell. Like,
I mean, so if he came out and been honest with you, like, yo, I want you to join my relationship, would you have been though?
Probably at that time, to be completely honest.
Oh, see,
because the only reason why. No, the only reason why I say that is because you got to be honest with yourself.
This is why I say like niggas be lying for no reasons. Like most of the time, you just be honest.
No, listen.
Just present the truth, right?
Let me tell you why I say yes. Because if I want to be completely honest with myself, and I look back on all the stupid shit that I put up with, all the stuff I know made me feel like a piece of shit, bitch, you probably would have.
Okay.
You probably would have, because I can't
Can't say no.
Nah, I can say no, but I'm saying like the stuff that I recall, I would not put up with it now. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, yo, you grow.
And I did. So it's like, who knows? I'm basically saying, who knows
what you would have done?
What I would have done if I did all of that.
Yeah, I feel like, as you grow older, you start to respect yourself a lot more. You feel me? Because I feel like when you're younger, you tolerate a lot of disrespect.
Right.
It's not. Sometimes the disrespect isn't blatant. But as you grow older, especially in relationships, you're like, yo, why the fuck was I putting up with this shit?
Exactly.
Like, bro, you start talking so like, yo, I'm like, did you even know who you were? Like,
right.
Sometimes you forget who you were, and you got to remind yourself, like, yo, like
I'm that nigga.
Like, exactly.
No, this man was crazy. The first time I ever caught him cheating, I tried to kick him out. Everything.
Of his house?
My house.
Well, he's paying for everything. I mean, if that's your house, but he's paying for everything.
That's his
so
house.
It wasn't my house.
Okay.
It was I live with my cousin, my family.
Okay.
So we were there, but the only reason why you were there is because that's my family. You know what I mean?
Reasonable. That you could kick somebody out of a
family. Out of my family house,
that makes sense.
You know, at that time. So what I was gonna say is like, damn,
the first time you caught him cheating.
The first time I caught him cheating, yeah. It was at a hotel. I didn't catch him at the hotel. I caught the phone at the hotel.
Wait, what?
So he wasn't there, but the phone was there.
He was downstairs.
Okay.
So the phone was there. And I was able to...
the hotel phone?
No, his phone.
His phone. Yeah.
And long story short, I go back to the house. I try to kick him out. This man cried crocodile tears. Snotty fucking nose. Martin, I just didn't want to go back to Arizona tears.
Mm-hmm.
I love that scene in Martin.
I swear.
I don't want to go to Arizona.
My 18-year-old self allows him to cry and
swindle you back in.
Swindle me back in and feel bad for him. Even though I knew, I'm being completely honest. I knew
he's going to do it again.
30 minutes ago that this man cheated on me.
At a hotel.
I found out.
Well, was it a hotel or motel?
Wait, so he cheated on you 30 minutes ago?
Marriott Waterbury. That's what I found out.
He cheated on you 30 minutes ago, not you found out 30 minutes ago.
No, I found out 30 minutes ago.
Okay.
He cheated probably 45 minutes ago.
Right.
Yeah, it was 15 minutes.
Probably with the cousin.
Yeah.
And I literally went to sleep and fucked that man the next day. So, to be completely honest with you guys, who knows what I would have done, because that's some shit right there.
We know what you did. What you would have done.
That's some shit right there I would not stand for at this point in my life.
You was a real bitch, yo.
That ass. I tried.
You know what's funny though? I read this shit on Twitter. Yo, it was like the statement was like, yo, if a man ever refers to as a ride or die bitch or a real bitch, you are indeed a dumb bitch.
Why?
Think about anytime we refer to a woman as a ride or die or a real bitch,
too thick and thin.
We give them that title because we have put them through hell and back. You feel me?
But that's just a simple man definition.
What's a ride or die to you? Like what? I mean, at this point at your life right now, right? Would you like let a man cheat on you and take him back?
No, because at this point in my life, I feel like you could have fucked her with me. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
So if your current nigga comes to you and be like, yo, there's somebody that got
my actually current nigga, I invited his baby mother kind of like.
Oh, you're messy.
Mm-hmm.
You.
I'm not messy. I like to be in control.
Okay.
I like to have the initiative.
Yeah.
You know, because that whole traumatic situation showed me why I fucking hate not knowing.
Okay.
And I fucking
I think
hate
everybody
not being in
hates
control. You know what I mean?
Yo, so now the way that changed you is you try to beat like them to the
I try to
curb.
beat him to it.
Wait, so how did that go about? Like, so when you invited your current man's baby mom into well, first of all, what was his response?
His response was like, she's not going for it.
Oh, but he was with it. Like,
she's not going for it.
I would have thought, I thought that's some trap shit. Like,
she's not going for it. He's like, she's not gonna go for it. I'm like, okay, just give me a chance. Just let me call her. Just let me call her.
Were y'all cool? You and the baby mom?
No, she kind of hated me.
I mean, makes sense. You know, typical baby mom shit. I
Mm-hmm.
get it.
But I called her, and we had a really long talk for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I just basically told her, like, bro, I'm pro-woman. And I don't think I'm over here believing everything that, he's saying, because people both have, they wrongs.
Yeah.
And that is basically what you need to get inside a woman's mind. You want
So you
You
won.
manipulative one out.
So you won.
So how did you did you like straight up ask her like, yo, I'm trying to have a threesome with you?
Okay, to be completely honest, I never got there.
Oh, y'all never went through it?
No,
Okay.
because I had to strategically do it.
Uh-huh.
Those things take time.
Right.
Very, very sticky.
So you planted the seed.
Takes 3 months.
Apparently that wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Those things take time. So it's like I try to like basically make her feel like, well, I was being genuine when I said I'm pro-woman.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to break or hurt anybody.
Right.
I would never, but kind of on the manipulative side, you kind of want them to be your friend.
Yeah,
And that's what Shorty did to me, though.
She gonna watch this and be like, this bitch. I knew I didn't like her for a reason.
Yo, what? Yo, actually, I'm canceling our brunch.
You know what she's doing?
I'm canceling our brunch plans now.
You know what she's doing? She's doing the same thing that the cousin did to her.
I literally just said that. That's what Shorty did to me. That's what Shorty did to me.
This bitch. Filthy
fucking bitch.
Thought we're friends.
Confided in you.
No, comes to find out, the reason why I really wanted to know who she was is because I know women.
Okay.
We are so talented. We are so talented.
Y'all are.
So I knew that the way my man was describing her, it could not 100% be true.
Like describing her sexually? Or like
Not sexually, as a person.
like
Okay.
like he described her as an amazing person kind of shit.
Describing her faults pretty much.
Her faults.
Yeah. Like blaming everything on her.
Oh, like he was bashing. Oh,
Yeah.
he was bashing.
Her faults, people break up and they have their.
It's never nobody's fault, right?
Yeah.
Like, yo.
It's never my fault. It's always yours.
So he's like, basically, almost described her as kind of not really vulnerable, but softer than my personality would be.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, when that happens, it's usually because she's a little bit heavier in her mind than she is, elsewhere.
Okay.
Comes to find out, I was true. I mean,
right.
It was right.
Okay.
I was right.
Okay.
It was true.
Right.
She didn't take the conversation well as I thought she did, right? So she listened to me.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
For an hour.
With me. For an hour, we talked, we laughed, we chuckled,
and all that.
and went back to his sister. Like, oh hell no, this bitch thinks I'm fucking crazy. This thinks I'm dumb.
She tried to swindle me.
Yeah, basically, and I respect that. I'm not mad.
All right.
So that's why I say. That's when I say women are talented as hell, and I'm just intrigued by just knowing certain things
about certain women.
But I think the takeaway is like, I don't think it's just women. I think overall, like, if you start to really analyze a situation, like, and not think emotionally, you're able to really see it for what it is. So she probably saw through your bullshit like immediately.
Saw through my bullshit immediately.
Immediately,
and she gave you like the time to kind of like feel you out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And that's
I mean, I think that kind of could be a funny situation being where, like, yo, if my ex or my baby daddy's girlfriend calls me to chat, something's
like,
like,
all right, I'm
yo,
already
like,
on guard. Like,
I was not the first person to contact her. She contacted me like when we were just fucking. Like, we didn't even know that we were gonna be together.
Okay.
So it's like that was my thing with him. He's like, what's the point? I'm like, okay, well, did you tell her why the fuck she called me? You didn't ask her why she called me, I matter. I'm equal, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So if
Bunny's
I want
life matter.
If I would,
Bunny's
girlfriend's
life
life matters.
Yeah.
Bunny lives matters. If I want to call her, then I should be able to call her. But after, that's why I know. That's why I don't credit him. I don't credit men because when
who hurt? I was gonna say who hurt you, but I know. I know that nigga North Carolina right now.
He didn't even know. No, listen.
Chilling with the cousin.
Mind you whacked it. What the fuck? So he didn't even know that. He didn't even know the capacity of her talent.
Okay.
She didn't know that in my mind, I know that it's a possibility that she could be playing me.
Okay.
And filling me out.
All right.
Cool, because I'm the same way.
All right.
That was true. But he
exhausting.
didn't know that because after I got off the phone with her, he's like, "You a fucking sick genius." Like, who the
fuck?
So
he thought it was in the bag.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, "Who the fuck are you?" Da, 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 blah, blah, blah.
My nigga thinking he about to get the 3 life and shit.
The baby mom and the current girl? Like, that's a dream.
Dreams are made of, baby.
Women are very, very, very most.
So, like, you pretty much told her, like, what you were trying to do and what she said?
I didn't tell her I was trying to have a threesome. I told her that basically I was inviting her to know who I was.
Okay.
And
you saying baby steps. I get you.
Baby steps.
Yeah,
I told her that, like, yo, bro, I'm not a person that you have to protect your kid. They have a kid together, 6-year-old.
Yeah.
No, not to speak on anybody's kids or anything like that.
Respectful.
But I told her, like, yo, you have no reason to, like, feel like you need to protect your son from me.
Yeah.
Because that's what happens. I don't know that bitch. I don't know her.
That is what happens.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, that's basically what it was. It was initially like I wanted to fuck both of them. So if they try to fuck me over, then we're all equal.
Everybody got fucked.
Everybody got fucked here.
But I get what you're saying, right? But it seems like an exhausting way to live, though, because it's like, yo, you're constantly on the defense. Because it's like, yo, you're always kind of thinking like, all right,
I'm gonna get fucked.
I already got a plan, like this 10-step plan to get everybody before they get me, but you don't even know if anybody's out to get you.
Like, what if this nigga's really genuine?
I can be completely honest about it, and it's what you want to do with it. I'm gonna tell you why I'm like this, and I'm gonna tell you what actions I'm gonna take and what I might have, might do. Like,
so your nigga right now, he could be like, yo, this is the girl of my dreams. I really want to be with her, and like you're thinking like.
She's playing. My man's just playing Connect 4. She's playing chess.
He's like, I just want this to be as simple as possible, and she's coming up with all
these mom just out of spite.
These elaborate plans to make sure that she comes out on top towards the end. Like,
well, good luck.
I can be honest with it. I'm sorry.
I mean, honesty is key, but
yeah, you're gonna be scrolling through Twitter porn one day. It's gonna be him, the baby mom, her, like, yo, we're gonna be like, yo, we're gonna look back at it. Well, good for her. She finally did it. The heist happened.
But it's kind of not my fault. Like I said, that was a very, very traumatic situation.
I think, traumas do change people, and especially like
subconsciously too. You don't even know.
See, I've only had one situation where I got like betrayed, like where I had trust issues, right? So actually, I was 18 as well.
It happens to the best of us.
So I had a girlfriend at the time, right? My girlfriend at the time had her best friend, which I was also really cool with. Like, that was my homegirl, very cool. And she dated another guy that was like my best friend, right? So it's like, yo, two
best friends dating,
right?
Yeah.
Yo, like I was 18, so I was out at the club all the time partying, right? Yo, my girl at the time, right? She didn't like me going out. You know what I'm saying? Because she was like busy during the weekdays, so we only had like the weekends to hang out. But like, obviously, you want to go on the weekends, right? Yo, so I'd make up shit. I'm like, I typical lie. Like, yo, I gotta work late. I gotta do this shit. I'm tired, right?
Right.
Yo, but I would go out with this dude, right? And and then like I kept getting caught. So, yo, she would find out I went out. I'm like, yo, how the fuck
is she getting
out? I'm going out. Like, I'm going out of town. Like, it's not people
close
that like
that back door. You gotta close the back door.
So I find out she's here. So I confront her about it, right? And she tells me she's hearing it from her best friend, right? Who happens to go out with my homie at the time, right? I was like, bro. And it happened like a couple times.
Pillow talking.
Yo, because he's like pillow talking, right? Like, yo, yeah, bitch ass nigga tendencies, right? I knew that like throughout our friendship, and I tolerated it. The one that really made me cut the friendship off is like I had like a little side friend at the time, right? Under a man's acquaintance name on my phone, right? And one time she saw the name, and I'm like, oh, that's my nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo. So I told the dude, and then like my girl at the time called me crying, like, yo, you told me so and so was like a girl or a man. Like, I thought like it turned out it's a girl. You've been lying to me. I was like, all right, nigga, that's it. Like, remember, I called him up, like, bro, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, you a pussy? Like,
so you
what
got
did,
betrayed.
what did he say though?
What?
What did he say?
Bro, he didn't even acknowledge. Yo, like, I call him on the phone. He just said, yo, don't call me. All he says to me is like, yo, don't call my phone bugging out. Like, on some, like, the most snakish shit I ever.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, didn't acknowledge his fault, didn't apologize, right? So I just hung up, bro. And I didn't, like, speak to him for, like, 8 years after that.
Really?
Like, we cool now. Like, I see him.
This is just some man shit.
What you mean?
You're tight because you got caught cheating.
Yeah.
But,
Yo,
bro, you
bro.
got caught cheating because of your best friend. Like,
Nah.
imagine your friend snake you and try to tell your nigga.
Cheated. You cheated in your
I've
life.
cheated.
Exactly.
Right? Yo,
So-
if the time you cheated, right, your man found out that you cheated by your best friend, that's the snakiest shit.
Yeah,
alive, right?
I mean, it could.
So
Yo,
that's
I'm not saying
that's
that-
some man shit then.
Yo, I'm not saying the cheating was correct. But I'm saying like the way like I got caught was like in the filthiest way.
Yeah.
You feel me? I didn't get caught by slipping up like on my own regards. You feel me?
Yeah.
I got caught confiding in what I thought was a friend.
Right.
And that's what that hurt me. Yo, cause like that was a dude I used to hang out with like literally every day. Yo, when like I had to break that friendship up, yo, that shit hurt. Cause like that was somebody I fully trusted, and I thought we was gonna be cool.
That friendship was more
Forever.
solid than your current relationship.
Yeah, I was cheating on her before I cheated on him. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like, I was,
Another
when,
story.
when he did that shit to me, bro, like that shit, like that, it kind of warped my
Those
view
ones
on
hurt the
people.
worst, bro.
For instance, how you guys feel about this, right?
Okay.
My solid best friend. If you know me, for years, then you know who she is.
All right.
I started dating this guy, and I told her about it. Of course, I told my best friend I tell girls tell each other everything. She didn't say anything about anything.
She fucked him. She fucked him before.
She didn't say anything about anything.
Okay.
Right? This is even before me and him even did anything.
Right.
Mhm.
I told her.
Yeah.
She could get a heads up right there, right?
Right then
Off
and
the
there.
bat.
So now we get close. Me and the guy, we get closer,
Mm-hmm.
and now I feel like he's my dude.
Yeah,
Like
that's
That's your nigga.
I'm rocking with him.
Right.
yeah.
So me and him stopped rocking. Me and her. It's not like we stopped rocking,
Yeah, just
but we
separate a little bit.
separate, do our own thing, our own life,
Yeah.
whatever. Come back around her, because that's my best friend at the end of the
Yeah.
day. We're on FaceTime. I'm putting her on to a nigga
Mhm.
that I know that they were probably,
Yeah.
swear to God. The message comes down of the guy that I'm talking about. What you doing?
Wait, how did you see that on her?
Because we were on FaceTime. I gave her the guy's information that I'm like, hey, he will be a good fit for you. Like, he cute. Like,
Mhm.
talk to him, best friend.
Yeah.
I'm putting you on, which means I'm the type of friend that brings your name up
Right.
when you're not around for different opportunities, no matter what it is.
Dick.
That's a good opportunity
Okay.
sometimes.
Yeah, all right,
Okay.
yeah, fair.
So that's how I ended up seeing the message. The message came down, couldn't hide it.
Are you guys together at the time, or like how
No.
how did the message come?
Like, yo, because if I FaceTime you and you get a text, I can't see the text.
Yeah, you can't see my messages.
It was on Messenger.
really.
Uh,
We were FaceTime, but the Messenger app still comes down.
So, and that app, so whoever messages you,
we were not. We were in the same room.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
what
That's
what
where
I meant.
I guess I missed. I guess I left that part
All right,
out.
it makes sense. Okay.
We
I
okay.
thought you guys
we
were
were-
in like separate rooms.
No, no, no,
FaceTime
no.
and shit.
we were in the same room.
Okay.
Okay.
And you just, and then you saw like.
So we got the phone set up. Bro on the phone. My best friend. We just whatever. The message comes down.
I know her fucking
Mhm.
heart
Drop.
dropped.
Mhm.
I'm like,
Oh, we ended this live right now. This FaceTime call right the fuck now.
what?
We got
She
some shit to
like-
talk about.
Then I grabs the phone. I
Mhm.
grab the phone to go to the message. I have a bold personality. So I'm about to send a voice note like,
Yeah, you're
you're
initiating
dirty.
threesome.
Like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Right.
Like, but when I go to grab the phone, she grabs the phone.
I mean, it is her phone. It is her phone though. She pays the bill.
She goes to grab the phone, which indicates you don't want me to see something.
Yeah.
The fuck is going on here? Wait a minute.
You know what's going on.
What is going on? So I let her get her shit off, and she basically blamed him for the whole shit. Niggas ain't shit, charade,
Mhm.
all of that.
Even
No,
though she's replying back to your ex.
telling you, women don't
Dude.
take accountability at all.
Even
Yeah.
though she knows that I told her about this situation prior to this,
Yeah.
then the cat comes out the bag.
Right.
Apparently they fucked when they was like 14 years old. Now, me and my best friend, we've been best friends for at least 9-10 years.
Right.
I thought I lost my virginity first for many years.
Oh, so she lied about that too.
She lied about that too.
Bitch been lying since day one.
Bitch been lying. So she's like, oh, that's the first time I ever got drunk. I didn't want anybody to know. Okay, cool. That's fine. But why would you let me go mac with the nigga?
She could have. That was a perfect opportunity to say, like, yo,
that?
like,
but then after you know that I macked with him, you double back? You double back?
So you didn't cross me one time. You crossed me twice.
You crossed me twice. You double back? Bro.
It's probably because she was like, you fucking with the nigga probably excited something for her. Like,
and that's fucking disgusting. You should be in tune with your spirit, your pussy, and everything else to not have that.
Right.
Yo, like, have y'all ever done it though?
Who?
Have you ever like fuck with a dude that one of your friends was fucking with?
Never. I've never.
You never fucked up?
Not on purpose. Not on purpose. I swear to God, not on purpose.
You didn't know on purpose, or how does not on purpose work?
You slipped and fell on his dick, and then like how did like?
You didn't say fuck. Well, to be completely honest, growing up, I had my best friend was like the light skinned best friend.
Okay.
I was a dark skinned best friend.
Okay.
Boys that I would like, they like her.
Right.
All right.
You know, so she kind of even niggas were kind of hand me downs to me.
Okay.
Because I just wasn't anybody's first choice growing up.
All right.
So that's what I mean, like not on purpose. When I will take accountability for when I found myself, who I am, like, you know? I don't think I've ever, no. Like intentionally, I've never had a friend where I seen her man and like, no. It's not a bone in my body.
Okay.
To be plotting on your
to be plotting on my friend, man.
No, I wasn't even talking about plotting. I'm just talking about like a somebody that used to fuck with, like an ex, like something like that.
Yeah, never.
You know that?
Never done that.
I
Never had it done to me either.
Like, but they weren't like my boys' ex. But there was like some chick that we used to fuck with, and then they like.
See, even then, like that kind of like, I don't know, it kind of rubs me wrong because it's like I don't. Whenever I'm fucking with my niggas, like my nigga's girl or a nigga that my nigga fucked, like it's like a girl that my nigga. Damn, a girl that my nigga fucked.
Who you be chilling with, man? Yeah. Like, damn, let me learn some shit. A girl
that my nigga fucked. It's like I don't even want to.
Shout out to Denzel.
I don't even want to, like entertain that type of conversation, But, like,
I know what you mean, yo. I've done it twice where I fucked a chick that one of my boys fucked first.
Yeah.
And both times I think I was just desperate. Like it was like, cause first of all, the times like the girls that I did fuck that my boys already hit, they hit me up. And it was like they just called me on like a slacking night. I was like, fuck it, like
I don't know.
No,
they done bragged out and let me but like I already had like talking to my boy that hit it. He's like,
I did.
I've been waiting to hit this
like
shit.
At max, like I think the most I've done was like my niggas was vibing with a girl, and then like he ended up just like letting the shit go to the side, and they never fucked, and then I ended up fucking her after.
Okay.
Basically, okay. I was about to say, for instance, I think, we were supposed to have a threesome. It was a childish threesome though because we were young, so it probably was never even supposed to, really happen. But she tells me that she doesn't like. She finds him ugly. Like, it was my friend. She finds him ugly now.
Yeah.
She's not fucking with him. Basically, she's not feeling him.
Okay.
I go and I do my thing and feel me, hey.
You put it on that nigga.
Right.
Okay.
When shit hit the fan, she was mad at me. Like, but the only reason why I even looked at this man or even went is because
she already had said I'm good on him.
You said you're good on him, but then how am I violating if we were setting a threesome up with him? You know what I mean?
Because I think what it is, like, the way how girls operate, bro, and it pisses me the fuck off, is because it's like, regardless of the fact that if y'all want the nigga or not, y'all don't want that nigga to be with anybody else. Like,
y'all territorial.
Especially, like, you ever meet like a girl where like you're going after one specific girl, she try to dub your shit, so you try to go after the friend, and like the friend, like, she feels some type of way about the shit, or like she try to throw salt on your name. It's like, come on, like.
Yo, see, cause us men, we're so opposite. Like, if I go for a girl and she does me,
like,
I want my
nigga
to conquer that mountain. You feel me? Cause like if I can't do it, I want somebody I know.
Somebody else to have this shit.
Yo, because like, all right, she not fuck with me. I can accept that L easily.
And it's not even like a second thought about it. It's like, you know what? Like, all right, bro, like good shit. Like you were able to crack the shit I couldn't crack.
Yo, I feel like it's a team. We're a team unit. So like, yo, if I can't crack this one, I want somebody from my team to do it.
So we win. We win. At the end.
We win.
I think
Gintv wins. You know what I mean?
I think girls are a little bit more intimate than men naturally.
Makes sense.
I don't even think that's the case because like
you don't think so? I get what she's.
I get that
like,
part.
I feel like women get attached to men in certain levels,
and that has to do
might
with
not
intimacy.
even be sexually, but there's something there for them, right? Where like for us men, right? Like you can meet someone, have a whole night with them,
bro.
Right?
And
I'm
not
not
even
gonna
fuck
the next
about
morning,
them.
like yo, she not even like nothing to you.
I
me?
get that, but that's bullshit. Like there's no like. I get that point where like if you actually feeling somebody, but even to the point where like some girls will just literally dub your shit. Like, no, I'm not trying to fuck with you or keep curving.
I hate that shit. I hate when I
you.
dub a nigga and then he gets some bitches. Like
exactly my this
like
right
what
here.
the fuck?
This is exactly right here what I'm talking about.
I hate that shit.
I'm confused.
This right here is what I was getting at. Like you dub a nigga and then you mad that he goes
Like,
off
and I'll be like,
exactly.
But you turned it down.
That's
so
what I'm
we
getting
had
at.
a thing going.
No.
Yo, you're supposed to just die. After she dubbed him, you're supposed to just die in a hole.
No, we
Crawl
had a
back to
thing
the hole you
going,
came
which
from.
means I was dubbing you. If I truly was dubbing you, I would have legit like stopped all communication.
If you really wanted to fuck with him, you would have fucked with him.
So what? Sometimes
That's games. That's games.
Yeah, and nobody got time for that. We growing at this point.
Okay, at this point, yeah, but I'm going off you know.
Yeah, I got you.
People
Years
still
of
do that to this day.
experience.
Like I don't know. I don't get it, man. Like why dub a nigga if you don't want the nigga, let that nigga rock with your friend. Like,
No.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, yo, like to me,
that's wild.
to me, yo, it's fair game. If I don't want a girl, my boy can have it. Like,
Yeah.
you feel me? That's nothing to me.
Or like,
Yo,
if you-
and back even to like our earlier topic, where it's like, to me, any girl that I've ever fucked with, like, any of my boys can fuck with. Only one that's off. I feel like the only ones that should always be off limits are the ones that you've loved and the baby moms. You feel me?
yeah, those are the
Other
ones that
than
you don't
that, yo,
cross.
everything else is fair game. I do think in a real good friendship though, your man's always gonna ask you for the blessing. He's gonna give you a heads up, and not after he fucks, like before he even initiates it.
I heard if your man's friend try to talk to you, it's because he gave him the green light.
Sometimes.
It's because he gave him the green light.
Sometimes.
I feel like that's real situational too, cause like yo, unless the man doesn't know, you feel me?
Mhm.
Cause yo, dude. Yo, because
There
like
are
a lot
some
of
sneak
dudes
checks,
are
yeah.
just bad friends, you feel me? And
Yeah.
a lot of men's biggest weakness in life is pussy. So they'll ruin a whole friendship, right?
Over
for
pussy,
some
yeah.
pussy. So like it depends, you feel me? I would probably ask. Like I feel like if I was a woman, I feel like that's probably the appropriate thing. Like, yo, like you sure like your man said okay with this shit? And if not, then you gotta tell.
But of course you're gonna say yeah. Like of course you're gonna be like yeah.
Because his
yeah,
pride, y'all pride be so
Nah, he want the
skyrocketing.
pussy. Like there's forget the pride. He want to fuck. That's the main thing. Like he said, like we're willing to jeopardize, or niggas are willing to jeopardize friendships over pussy. Like that shit is crazy.
Yeah.
Like I don't know for what, like a couple weeks, a couple months of fucking, and then like
nothing.
That's it.
Like-
You just lost like a 10-year friendship.
yeah.
Right.
Some bird shit.
But that's why I told you, like, when I was talking about my ex in that situation, it's so sticky because they love each other so much.
The cousins.
Them too.
Oh,
Them too.
you talking about
cousins.
the baby mom. The baby.
No, not even. I'm talking about, remember, you was like, yo, you never talk to none of your exes
okay,
or
okay.
gave them a
Yeah.
reason and blah, blah, blah. These niggas love each other so much
Is that real love though?
that
Like,
doesn't happen to them. Like, they don't separate over weird situations like that.
I think if they love each other that much, then they shouldn't even be entertaining.
Yeah.
Forget your nigga. Forget the nigga that you were with. It's the other one that's the kind of like the weird off guard. You shouldn't even been entertaining that type of conversation if it's really love. Like
Mhm.
even if you try to come on to him as his girlfriend, like there's no way. There's no way.
Yo, before we wrap this episode up, I gotta do one more question for y'all.
Okay.
Have y'all ever slept with a friend's family member? And like I'm saying, like
my friend, like this my girl. This my
say, like you say your homegirl, right?
yeah, my homegirl.
She got a cousin that you find fine.
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay. Damn.
Two
Two of them?
in the same family.
Oh,
Oh, those. All right, yeah, all right. That wasn't it. That wasn't hard to get
She said, I was trying to be part of the family the first time. It didn't work. I wanted the second time.
No. Oh, no. After the first thing occurred, oh, y'all thought I left? Guess who's back?
To be completely honest, that's one thing about women don't know how to do. Like, women don't know how to be completely honest. You would not have to fight for your character so much if you owned up to whatever the fuck you experienced in your lifetime. And that's one thing that I'ma always do. I'ma always own up to whatever. So that way, nobody can ever use nothing against me.
Okay.
Because I already know.
And that's the biggest thing. Like, we respect, and not to say this is you, but the thing is that we get mad about is like when bitches try to act like they're not hoes, and then if you just own up to the fact that you're a hoe, it's like, okay,
the hoe goes away. Yo.
Exactly. Like, get the fuck over it. Like, nobody's going to talk about the shit. We're not going to say nothing else after that. But when you try to act like you're not this, and like the niggas
but then still live that life.
The streets is talking, and we find out that you are like that. It's like,
I don't really agree with putting that title on someone for life, because we all go through for life.
Yo, that's that you know what that remind me of? Y'all know Drea, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like she said that she's like, yo, like I'm a retired hoe. I feel like my wholeness went away. Like, you know me? Like I used to be a hoe.
Technically, and I agree. Technically, it does not get erased. You can't take back what you physically did. Yeah. But if I know damn well I ain't standing for none of that shit that I used to stand for, then you're not telling me nothing.
Okay.
You're not telling me nothing.
I don't think it goes away. I think it's still in you, but I think like you grow. You know, you'll become a mature hoe. You're not gonna be doing the wild shit that you was doing. When
the
you
best
were younger.
person to be with is a hoe. To be honest,
please explain.
you have the floor
because
all yours.
Because first of all, you don't want, unless you that type of person that like to build people up or whatever the case may be.
Okay,
but a hoe gonna love you the most, the best.
Really?
She gonna know. She got experience.
What about the fear of like her fucking other niggas?
I think that's the biggest problem.
Okay, because but truly, I feel like when a hoe really love you,
when a hoe really
love
that's
you,
real love.
When a hoe really love you, you ain't gonna have to deal with none of that. Why? Because she already done had her trials and tribulations with herself. She already done cried herself to sleep plenty times because of the decisions that she done made. She done went through her own trials and tribulations. But she probably know what she want. I'm assuming that she know what she wants. Okay. So she gonna know how to love you. The only thing you gotta worry about a hoe is, baby, don't make me show you. Okay?
Don't make me show you
don't
why.
Don't make me show you
why I got this type. Are you a hoe?
I was a hoe. I think growing up, I did not have the guidance and the advice so that I could prevent myself from doing a lot of whole things that I used to do.
When did you retire? Like when you got the game?
It's always inside of me.
Okay.
It's always inside of me. It's always in me. Like, but some whole shit is fucking a nigga. He not doing nothing for you, and you not getting nothing out of it but some pleasure. Like, I feel like that's
whole shit. To me, it's the opposite. I feel like that's woman shit. I feel like if a woman have sex with a man purely for the act of sex, purely for physical pleasure, right? That to me is right. The whole shit to me is like, yo, you're fucking a dude, not even because you really want him, because you're trying to benefit him off financially. Really? That's whole shit to me.
No, not even benefiting him financially.
I was like, whose side you on? I broke that shit down perfectly.
Not even benefiting off of him financially, though.
But what's he supposed to, like?
You supposed to be able to learn from a nigga. He's supposed to be able to.
Y'all don't want to learn. I hate that narrative that y'all want to learn. Like, yo, this ain't no community college. Like, y'all want some, bro. Y'all want to get taken out on dates, nice dates. Y'all want to get y'all phone bill paid. Y'all want like y'all rent paid, right? But you're doing it. Like, the only thing that he's getting out of doing all this financial stuff for you, right, is sex, right? So you're trading your sex for his money.
No, that don't.
Let me finish. You're basically, right.
Don't look at me. I can't save you with this.
That's what y'all doing, right? y'all want a nice car. Y'all want all this shit. Y'all want
your rent paid,
life, right?
Yeah.
And all you have to offer this guy is on a monetary thing, right? I'm not talking about supportiveness and feelings and all this other bullshit. Is your vagina? That to me,
but I'm different. Are you
I'm done. Go ahead.
Are you different?
Are you done?
I'm different, right? Because if I want to mean something, even though it might not mean really like I might not be significant like in his life, but he gonna remember me. Like if I have a one night stand with a nigga and I fucked him first night or whatever the case may be, start of my relationship. Mm-hmm. My man provide, he do whatever he need to do. But first night, it was like for me, I made sure I had my weed. Baby, I got this. You hungry? Like you hungry? What you need? We drive, even for me, type shit. Like, because that's just me putting my foot down on like, it ain't to that. Like, it's not to that. Not with me. Like, not with me personally. It's not to me just fucking a nigga financially. If I'm fucking a nigga, I want him, when I call him and I'm being, just doing bitch shit and I'm crying and it might be not that serious, but you know when your girl call, you want some shit like, babe, and I want him to teach me, okay, baby, let's calm down. Let's do this. Let's do that. I know you get like this when you get like that. So how about we do, that's okay. Learning. All right. That's learning.
I'll give you that.
That's learning.
I don't think you answered this question though.
What was his question though?
What are you gonna offer besides sex?
I'm gonna offer the same thing. I'm gonna reciprocate everything I possibly can to you, especially and even fucking. Yo, you know what? If you fuck me good, I'm gonna fuck you good.
We gonna call your man after this shit. Just get some answers to this shit.
We have him on the podcast next.
Let's call him.
But I don't know. I feel like to me, if you have sex with somebody with nothing in exchange but sex, I feel like that's not being a hoe. But to you said that's being a hoe.
Honestly,
like,
I think like I think that's humans. Like humans fuck just to fuck. Like I don't.
It's like anytime I fuck a girl, I'm supposed to like teach her some shit or give her like.
Why not? If you legit was willing to transfer each other's spirits.
All right, so here's my thing. Here's my view.
How can you teach somebody every time you fuck them? But
I'm gonna teach her to make better life choices than fucking with me. That's what I'm gonna teach her.
That's
crazy. He's bro.
That's crazy. Nah, like don't get me wrong. Like I'm the type of person like we could fuck and it could be as basic as fucking, or we could fuck and like we can, build a friendship from there. But it don't gotta be like. Just because I fucked you off the first night and a one night stand type shit doesn't mean that it's gonna be like that's all it is. It really depends on the type of personality that you got.
Yeah,
but that doesn't mean that
it's the vibe.
Just because you gave it to me off cuff I don't view you as a hoe for that. Like that's not my type of vibe. Like I feel like if you running around like
I have not even like really had the whole word in my mind for so long.
You just deleted it.
Like I really don't give a fuck. Like okay. I can't.
I feel like that's powerful. You feel me? If you don't let a word get to you, that's powerful.
Because I know who I am, like, and I know what niggas done did for me and what's gonna do for me, and I know what I'm gonna shake and what I'm not gonna shake.
My last question for you, right?
Of course.
You said the best woman to love is a hoe.
Yes.
Right. And I asked you, are you a hoe? And you said no more.
No more.
So you're not the best woman.
Am I not the best? No. I am a descendant of the best woman. Descendant. Because I have all the traits.
Reincarnation.
I got all the traits. I got all the traits.
All the traits of a hoe?
All the traits.
All right. What are the traits of a hoe?
Don't give a fuck.
Okay.
If I like you and you do me wrong, I'm gonna fuck him. And I won't.
Why would I want that?
And I won't lose no sleep. No, you telling me to give you examples. And
okay. Go ahead.
And I won't lose no sleep over it.
Okay.
Okay. For instance, you might think I might care about something and I play my part, but really I don't give a fuck because baby, I'm a hoe. You know that? Okay. Like the fuck, I don't care. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Like what I personally. I went on for that for a long time. For one, when I like I told you, I grew up a little bit lost. There's a lot of things that if I could take back, I would. If I could treat myself better, I would.
Right.
But because of that path, I am able to analyze what is what. Like legit. And that I feel like that's the bottom line.
Like I feel like you know what
you gotta know.
You know what to do moving forward. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck about my girl's past, to be honest with you. Like, if my girl was a hoe,
you shouldn't be with nobody that care about your past, and you shouldn't be with nobody that you can't tell your past to. My man gonna watch this shit. He gonna hear everything that I say. That motherfucker gonna love me tomorrow. I promise you.
You probably already know all this shit, right? Is he finding out anything new today?
He probably that I had the ability to like fuck two cousins in a family. You know what I mean? Like those things.
Damn, I didn't know you had that in you.
Those things.
I thought I fucking knew.
Those things are he gonna be like, oh, for real, bitch? Like
but you ain't invited to my cookhouse no more. You can't be none of my cousins.
No, that's not who I personally identify, and I wanted to say I don't personally identify as that. Is because I had to let a lot of those traits go to love me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like you can keep going on and not caring forever, but it's always gonna be avoiding you. Like it's always gonna be a hole.
I mean, there's sometimes you really gotta grow up.
You're not gonna know what you're missing, and what you missing.
Can't be not giving a fuck forever.
Yeah, you can't just not. And I did that my whole teenage years.
I guess it's like that phrase. I used to hear when I was younger. It's like, yo, a hoe in the streets, lady in the street. Or
hoe in the.
A lady in the streets,
hoe in the sheets, yeah.
Hoe in the sheets, you feel me? Sometimes, so you gotta have the hoe in you, yo. You just can't let it out publicly.
Which is why I'm okay with dating a previous hoe.
But it's like, yo, you heard it. You heard a hoe. That hoe coming out and fucking somebody, and she not losing no sleep.
Not losing no sleep. If that's what you want to call a hoe, then fuck it, I'll be there. I'm paid though. Real shit. And I could buy with like.
All right, I think on that note,
what?
We're gonna wrap it up.
That men don't want to hear that though. Men don't want that glorification.
We want it. We love it. Honestly,
we do love it, but we're just running out of time today. We'll save it for a part 2.
Thank you for having me,
Bunny. Thank you for coming on. Before we leave, anything you want to tell the listeners to
I enjoyed myself. It was
really.
Plug
anything? No, you know what I'm saying. Check you out anywhere.
You
selling anything? You
I
giving out any whole classes? Anything like
that? I'm so low key. Okay. I'm such an in-person type of person. My name is Bunny. You know, I'm an entertainer.
Okay.
I could teach pole lessons. I'm real good at the pole. I can teach pole lessons. Life lessons.
Yo, does everybody do this shit now? Like, I swear, every time I fucking talk to someone, they have a pole in the living room. Like,
no, I mean, I hope to be back numerous amount of times. I hope
you were entertaining.
Yeah, I hope to get myself heard.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna keep it a buck, and I know it's a lot of girls.
You kept the 99. Don't claim that buck. Don't claim that buck.
No.
Yeah. The 99 is you.
Whatever.
Right, next time, give it a buck. All right.
We deserve the 99, women.
All right.
You know, I want my voice to be heard because I know it's a lot of girls that feel like me that don't have the courage to like say what I'm gonna say or own up to whatever that was eating them up for a little while. So I'm pro woman.
Honestly, I respect it. Yo, thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
As always, please like, subscribe, share, comment. We are back on TikTok. Check us out and just keep fucking with us.